Oh, hold on. I need to sync audio. Sick. Okay. That's too far here. How's that? Am I in focus? All right, there we go. Hey, what's up? I have been shooting a lot of film this year, and you've probably noticed that as you've watched my videos. I would say half, if not more than half of my videos this year have been about film photography. And there's a few tools that I have used this year that have made it more enjoyable or easier for me. And so I just wanted to share some of my favorite film photography accessories of 2022. All right, let's just get right into it. The first one is a strap. My friend Todd over at Clever Supply Co. actually gave me 2 of his straps earlier this year or last year, and love these straps. This one specifically has the quick release anchors integrated into them from the Peak Design system. So what's really nice is I have all the anchors on all of my cameras. This is my Pentax. It's on my Mamiya. It's on most of my cameras, my R5, my R, and I'm able to throw this strap onto all of my camera bodies. So if there's a circumstance where I don't want to have the strap on my camera, then I'll just quickly take it off. And then if I'm going to sling it around my shoulder on a wedding day or on a shoot, then I can just throw the strap back on. I actually have his short strap version on my Leica M6, and it has not left my camera since putting it on. But that's the first accessory, is a camera strap. And I actually have an affiliate link below if you want to use that from Clever Supply. So it's a question I get asked a lot. What strap are you using? What strap is on your M6? That's where I get my straps from. The second accessory is actually very boring, but something that I have found to really help organize my rolls of film, and that is this 120 canister and 35mm canister that I store all of my shot film rolls in. What I do is I just pop rolls into here once I'm done shooting them, and I can track how many rolls I've shot. And then actually, Tim, the GOAT, sent this to me as well in a care package earlier this year, and I travel with this everywhere. So all of my unshot rolls, all the fresh rolls, I actually put them in this bag. It says do not x-ray, and this is what I give to TSA when I'm hand checking when I'm traveling. So I would say that this is a more boring purchase, but something that's really helped me just organize and differentiate between rolls I have shot and have not shot. Kodak makes really actually beautiful ones, so I'll link that below as well if you want to check those out. But that's the second accessory. It's just a canister or system or storage for your film rolls. Third accessory is this shutter release cable. This one's actually not mine. This one is actually Steven's. It's the shutter release cable that I used when I made my short film, The Perfect Photo, earlier this year. It's really cool though, because what this allows you to do is to shoot at really slow shutter speeds when your camera's on sticks. So when I throw my camera on a tripod and I know that I'm gonna have to shoot a really slow shutter, but I don't want any camera shake, then you can use a shutter release cable and get that nice shot. What I actually purchased recently was a long one. I think it's 20 feet long. I actually forgot it at home today, so I apologize, but I will show you what that looks like. And I'm excited for that one because that one is long, and my hope for that one is to shoot a lot of self-portraits on it. So actually, yesterday I took some portraits of myself with Eric and Steven on the couch using that cable. And then when I went home, I actually took some self-portraits with the girls using that same cable. That's a third accessory, is just a shutter release cable, especially if you want to experiment more with like nighttime film photography or even messing around with self-portraits, then you're definitely going to need this guy. And I believe these work on almost every film camera. So that's the third one. The last one, this is an accessory that I don't want to say like my work is becoming known for per se, but I've shot a lot of flash with my film photography this year. And at first, the flash unit that I decided to use is actually a Canon one. It's the Canon 270EX Mark II Speedlight. And the reason why I got this one is because it was recommended by Steven because of its size. It's tiny. It takes, I believe, 2 AA batteries, which you can find anywhere. And I just love that it's so compact. The flash head does swivel. And what's nice is this works on all my film cameras. So at the beginning of the year, actually for the majority of the year, I shot a lot of flash with this unit on my Pentax and my M6. and no issues with it. Absolutely love it. But the only downside with this flash unit specifically is you can't change any of the output settings. It's fixed. So regardless of whatever settings you're shooting on your cameras, this guy, you can't change the settings. And I did find a sweet spot with the Pentax and the M6 for not only like the distance I have to be from my subject when shooting and what aperture setting I want to be at ideally, but I just found that this is pretty limiting with being able to control the output. And so recently I actually got this flash, the Leica SF20, specifically made for Leicas, and this is the flash that I use on my Leica M6 now. Although I still like and use the Canon one, I'm going to use that for other projects. This Leica SF20 is now the flash that I plan on using for the majority of my flash photography work. That's the third accessory. It's getting a flash unit. I don't really think it matters the brand or the price. You can use a really cheap $30 one that you found on eBay. But I think introducing flash into your film photography, it just gives you a completely different look. I think it opens up a lot more opportunities for creativity. And the reality with film is whatever film stock you're shooting, you're kind of limited by that film stock's ISO performance, and you're locked into it until you finish that roll. So especially in darker contexts, I have found that having a flash has been a blast. And even shooting flash during like bright daylight has just introduced like a new look for my work. And I would say by far, hands down, that's the one accessory this year that I have loved enjoying the most. So those are my 4 accessories for 2022 that I've really enjoyed with my film photography. And I will link everything below. So you can find everything linked below in the description box. That's it. Go have fun shooting film. Let me know actually what your favorite film accessories are. I'm very curious what other people have kind of like used in their film photography work. What's in your workflow? What works for you? What have you really enjoyed using? I would love to expand on my toolkit for next year. Yeah, let me know. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.